Hello, my name is Zach Rye with Old Man Gaming. This is something I'm trying here a little bit. Next Fest on Steam came out. They had some demos, and I actually downloaded a couple and play. I usually download a couple and play, and this is the first that I'm going to do. I think I'll drop another one today as well. Yeah, just a quick video on my impressions of a couple of standouts. The first one that I'm going to do in this video is En Garde. This is a really interesting game. So it's tongue-in-cheek as far as both aesthetic and writing, but it's very much based on like old-school swashbuckling movies. Kind of takes you back there. Now, something my audience might not know about me: I actually am a trained fencer. I probably couldn't do it very well anymore, but when I was a teenager, I did fencing lessons for, I want to say, like 3 years. I got into many a fencing battle. I love fencing, and I don't think there are a lot of games out there that tackle this this kind of thing, this swashbuckling sort of feel, especially the older school swashbuckling, which is all about environmental combat. So overall, at its core, the system is very much like most of the third-person beat-em-up sort of games, where you have a counter button. You have to hit that at the right time to parry to get openings on your opponents. You have an attack button, and then you have kind of a dodge button. Certain attacks you can parry, certain attacks you can dodge. The rest of the time you have to time your attacks. What's really interesting about this game, and it doesn't really, like, the tutorial, it kind of takes you through a tutorial for the demo, and it takes you, which builds up into this big arena battle. The arena battles are where this is at. They also included an arena battle in the game. Sorry for the clip-clopping, that's my dog. They also included just a challenging arena battle in the game. And this is where it's really cool. The arena is usually just littered with environmental traps and explosives, things to kick people into, things to toss them into, things to throw at your enemies. And that's really where this game shines, is the environmental combat, because all the characters, all the bad guys, will attack you at the same time. So if you let them kind of get surrounding you, there's no amount of button pressing that will allow you to parry and dodge everything. So basically you have to kind of like take a couple on, then funnel them to an environmental thing that stuns a bunch of them so that you can take one on. And it's this kind of mob management that makes this game really interesting. I'm reminded of Seafood, which tonally and content-wise, very different games, but Sifu was all about that martial arts combat experience. This is all about that swashbuckling experience, even with the tongue-in-cheek and kind of jokey motif to it. So yeah, this is definitely one to look out for. With all of these things, I like to give just a little bit of concerns. My only big concern here is, you know, this is very narrative-driven, from what I can tell. Very narrative, very tongue-in-cheek. And while I found myself chuckling at a lot of the writing, I tend to be less and less into narrative-driven, forced characters and more into character customization and creation. There's nothing necessarily wrong with this if you're a kind of player who enjoys that kind of thing. For me, I like more player agency in my game, but just the mechanics of the combat I found very interesting, rewarding, and cool. So this is one I'm going to look out for, and that's En Garde. You can check out the demo now on Steam via Next Fest. Alright, probably post another video today, actually, for Toxic Crusaders.